Hi, I'm Zach, and this is Challenger Vedic Astrology and Tarot. Welcome to the channel. So, today we're talking about Jupiter retrograding into the sign of Gemini. And if you like this video and want to see more great content like it, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out me in the channel. To be notified whenever I release a new video, be sure to hit the bell icon and select all. And if you'd like a Vedic Sidereal birth chart, a personal tarot reading, or an astrology consultation, links to those will be in the description box and the comments below. If you'd like to donate to help support the channel, links to those will be in the description box as well. Alright, so, I know I've been gone for a while, everybody, but I was doing a cross-country move. I moved to Seattle, Washington. So, had a lot going on, had a lot of preparation I had to do, but I am back. And we're going to be on a much more consistent schedule now that I am back. Yeah, so I just wanted to let you all know what's going on. I've been here for a bit now, but, kind of just getting settled, seeing some of the sights. And, yeah. But, things are good. Now, on to the video. So, we're talking about Jupiter retrograde in Gemini. Now, when we're talking about this, first off, we are talking about your Vedic sidereal placements and Vedic sidereal transits, not Western tropical. So, if you don't know your Vedic sidereal placements, you can get a birth chart from my website. And also, we read these transits from your Vedic sidereal ascendant, moon, and sun signs. Because ascendant is your overall path in life. Moon is how you think and feel about your reality. Sun is your soul and your body and what they are experiencing in this world. And then, if you wanted to go a step further, you can even use your Navamsa Ascendant to also see how your overall life is being impacted, because Navamsa is who you grow into as you get older. And if you want to go even a step further, you combine the transits. Meaning, let's say you have a planet transiting in your second house, like Jupiter. But Jupiter, from your moon, is transiting in your fourth house. And then from your, let's say, sun, it's transiting in your ninth house. Second house of family. Fourth house of home and mother. Ninth house of father and ancestral lineage. But also, long distance travel. So you would know, okay, just based off of that, you know from those three placements, it's most likely going to concern family or traveling or moving. So that's how we look at this on a deeper level. But Jupiter is retrograding into Gemini. Now, when a planet is retrograde in transit, it behaves differently. It's going to act like it is in Taurus. It is going to exert its influence from the house and the sign of Gemini into the previous house in the sign of Taurus. And then, of course, we take house rulership into account. Alright, so we're going to jump into this and start with Aries, like always. Alright, Aries. So, for you, Aries, Jupiter is retrograde in Gemini, your third house. But it's going to be exerting its influence in the second house, in Taurus. Second house is your family. It's your finances, your earnings, your savings, your bank account. It's your speech. It's what you value. It's your face. It's your possessions. And Jupiter rules your 9th and 12th houses. So, what do we see with this? Well, we see younger sibling could come to visit your family. The third house of efforts. Energy is going into the second house. You're going to have to put forth effort to deal with your family, to earn money. There could be travel involved to see family, even for you. We also see your father may deal with some health issue during this time, because Taurus is 6th from the 9th house. But this is Jupiter we're talking about. Jupiter is a benefic. Jupiter is going to try to protect. Now, with this, we also see that there can be loss coming to the bank account, because Jupiter is the 12th lord of loss. But don't think this means that Jupiter is just going to bring you losses. No, Jupiter also expands, and Jupiter is exerting its energy in the second house. So Jupiter is trying to expand your bank account. But Jupiter is showing that there are going to be losses, and you have to learn to overcome them. Also, Jupiter is your 9th lord of luck. You will have luck in making money during this time. But don't forget, Jupiter retrograding from the 3rd house of effort. You will have to put forth a tremendous amount of effort to make that money. So, get to work. Alright, that's what I have for you, though, Aries. Moving on to Taurus. Taurus, for you, Jupiter is retrograde in the sign of Gemini, but it's exerting its influence in Taurus, your 1st house. So, 1st house is you. It's your overall path in life. It's your body, your health. And Jupiter rules your 8th and 11th houses. So, what we see with this, you may need to get a surgery during this time. But Jupiter is benefic. Jupiter is trying to protect your body and your health. So this would be good for you if you get this surgery during this time. What we also see, gains can suddenly come to you. Inheritance could suddenly come to you. Or other people's money even. Jupiter will even be here during tax season, so maybe you get a big tax return, bigger than usual. At least in the US. I don't know about everywhere else. You may be closer with your elder siblings during this time, or your paternal aunts and uncles, because the 11th lord is getting involved here. We also see that family will experience losses on behalf of you. What does this mean? Well, family could help you financially. Family income, family money could come to you. The 2nd house of earnings, of money, is coming to you. Money's going to be falling into your hands. Don't take advantage of it. Hopefully it's because your family cares about you. But we also see the Taurus person can go through sudden changes during this time. Psychologically, physically. You may develop more of an interest in the occult during this time than you normally do. But we also see Jupiter being your 11th lord of desire. You're going to have too many desires. Because now the 11th lord of desires is exerting that energy on your head. Too many desires in the mind. So be careful with that. Alright. That's what I have for you though, Taurus. Moving on to Gemini. Gemini. For you, Jupiter is now retrograde into your 1st house. But it's going to be exerting its energy in Taurus, your 12th house. So, 12th house is bed pleasure, sex and sleep. It's spirituality. It's anywhere you feel isolated. Jails, hospitals, asylums, monasteries. It's losses of all kinds, including financial. It's investing, because when you invest money, you're temporarily losing money. It's also donations. It's foreign people, foreign places. It's multinational companies. It's addictions. It's fantasy. It's outer space and other worlds. So, Jupiter is also your 7th and 10th lord. So with this, we see you could experience a relationship with a foreigner during this time. Or, if you're in a relationship, there could be health issues that your partner is dealing with. But remember, Jupiter is the protector. Jupiter is a great benefic. Jupiter is going to try to protect from these issues. But one thing you see, your partner would need to be careful with debt, because their debt can expand during this time. Because 12th house is 6th from the partner. Partner's debt expands, so do your losses. You see how that works. But with this, we see you'll sleep better during this time. You may want to be more isolated. We also see for career, you may have an opportunity to work in a foreign place or in an isolated place. But for some people, there could be loss of work. Maybe some of you get laid off. But remember, this is Jupiter. This is going to be for the better. May not feel like it in the moment, though. For others of you, this could just be less work than usual. Maybe work slowing down a bit. You get to rest more. Also, during this time, there's an expansion of your investments. Investments can grow during this time, actually. There could even be foreign travel that takes place as well. Okay, that's what I have for you though, Gemini. Moving on to Cancer. Cancer. Jupiter is retrograde in Gemini, your 12th house, exerting its energy into Taurus, your 11th house. And Jupiter is your 6th and 9th lord. So, 11th house is your elder siblings. It's your paternal aunts and uncles. It's your friends, your network circle, large organizations, large gatherings, parties. It's stock market, it's gains, it's hopes, wishes, and desires. But 11th house is also 6th from the 6th. It's the higher form of your health issues. Higher form of unchangeable karma. Higher form of debts. Your greatest enemy. It's also 12th from the 12th. The height of spirituality is the 11th house. But it's also your greatest losses. So, 11th house is a mixed bag. But with this, we see you can gain through foreign sources. You can have foreigners that you befriend during this time. You can fulfill desires to travel. If you had a health issue, that will improve. Because now Jupiter is retrograde, taking its energy into the 11th house. So Jupiter is protecting a house tied to hospitals and a house tied to health issues. And on top of that, Jupiter is now acting like it's out of the house of hospitals. So this is very good. If you've been having health issues, you're going to see those improve. There will definitely be more money that comes in during this time. We also see your network circle will grow. We see that your elder siblings, your paternal aunts and uncles, even your friends will make more money during this time. because 12th house is second to the 11th house. We see there will be a lot of luck and prosperity when it comes to fulfilling your desires, when it comes to your friendships, when it comes to making money. But we also see that there could be some conflict that takes place with your friends. There could be loss of certain friends. But that would be for the better. These particular friends are friends that aren't good for you. Friends that have, are more like frenemies. Are always trying to stab you in the back. Those kinds of friends. So Jupiter will try to remove those people from your life. Okay. That's what I have for you though, Cancer. Moving on to Leo. Alright, Leo. For you, Jupiter is retrograde in Gemini, your 11th house. But it's exerting its energy in Taurus, your 10th house. And Jupiter is your 5th and 8th lord. So with this, 10th house is career, status, fame, reputation. It's your workplace, your managers and your bosses. It's a house of government. It's the highest house of karma. It's your karmic actions that the world notices. So 10th house still matters, even if you're out of work or retired. Also, 10th house is the niece. With Jupiter exerting its energy from the 11th house into the 10th house, one thing you'll notice is you're going to have to network more. You're going to have to interact with more people for your work. You may have losses on account of trying to improve your relations with people at work. But in the long term, this is going to help you gain. We also see, for some of you, now would be a good time for a knee surgery if you are in need of that. But there can definitely be sudden changes that take place within the workplace, that take place with your career or your reputation. But Jupiter is a benefic. This is going to be for the better. Also, the 5th lord is getting involved here. So we see that you may need to receive some education for your work. You may need to get some kind of certificate or go back to school for a little bit. Also, now is not the time to invest in the stock market. That will backfire. With Jupiter retrograde, especially in the nakshatra of Punarvasu, repeated failures, definitely I wouldn't, invest during this time. Okay. That's what I have for you though, Leo. Moving on to Virgo. Alright, Virgo. Jupiter is retrograde in Gemini, your 10th house. But it's exerting its energy into Taurus, your 9th house. And Jupiter is your 4th and 7th lord. So, with this, what are we going to see? Well, 9th house is your father figures. It's your mentors, teachers, gurus. It's religion, philosophy, the law. It's long distance travel, pilgrimage, publishing. It's your luck and prosperity. It's your ancestral lineage. It's counselors. So with this, what we're going to see, some of you could move to a new place and would likely have something to do with your career. We also see that there could be a relationship that you form with someone from a faraway place. There may be some distraction from work. Maybe you have to help your father. Maybe you have to get some more education on behalf of your career. There could be some travel necessary for your work. Maybe you're having an opportunity to work in a foreign land. But one thing we definitely see here is luck expands during this time. Father's health will improve during this time. You may be more involved when it comes to your religion during this time. Maybe you're going to church or temple, mosque more often. And definitely this is a good time to learn, to receive education. We also see your father is going to be making more money during this time, because 10th house is second from the 9th house. Also, for those of you that do travel, with the 4th Lord of comfort and happiness being involved, you'll have more comfort and happiness through traveling, or even through spending time with your father. Also, for those of you that are in business, there could be a business opportunity in a faraway place. So be sure to take advantage of it. Alright, that's what I have for you though, Virgo. Moving on to Libra. Libra. So, for you, Libra, Jupiter is retrograde in Gemini, your 9th house. But it's exerting its energy in Taurus, your 8th house. And Jupiter is your third and 6th Lord. There we go. Okay. So, 8th house. 8th house is your in-laws. It's joint finances and relationships and in business. It's other people's money. It's death, taxes, wills, inheritance, estates, legacies. It's the occult. It's sex. It's research. It's psychological baggage. It's ups and downs and transformation. So with this, we see 8th house is also surgeries. Father, during this time, could get a surgery. But remember, Jupiter is a benefic. Jupiter is trying to protect your father. So this will be for the better. We also see father could be dealing with more losses than usual during this time though. Especially like financially. Now on the flip side, this could show father's investments growing. Because Jupiter is expanding. For those of you that have a partner, joint finances are expanding during this time. We also see, while Jupiter is retrograde in Gemini, for those of you who, I don't know if every country is this way, but tax season, Jupiter will still be retrograde like this, during tax season in the US at least. You will get a larger tax return than usual, because 8th house is taxes. We also see you're going to put forth a lot of effort into transforming something or researching something during this time. Your health issues that you've been dealing with will change or come to an end. And this is going to be an improvement because Jupiter is a benefic. And Jupiter is trying to protect you. We also see your enemies will be defeated during this time. Because 6th Lord is in the 8th house. 8th house of death. Enemies are going to die. Not literally. Definitely don't take that literally. Okay. We also see younger siblings and cousins or maternal aunts and uncles could go through a big transformation during this time. There could be big changes going on in their lives. And for those of you that want to learn more about the occult, you're going to be putting forth more effort to learn about that during this time. Also, for Libra people, there will be a sudden change in your religious views or your philosophical views, even your legal views during this time. For those of you that have been seeking counseling, This is the time where a counselor will really be able to help you with that psychological baggage you've been struggling with. Okay, but that's what I have for you, Libra. Moving on to Scorpio. Alright, Scorpio. So, for you, Scorpio, Jupiter is retrograde in Gemini, your 8th house, and exerting its influence in Taurus. Now, Jupiter is your 2nd and 5th lord. So, 7th house. 7th house is relationships, marriage, business partner. It's the masses, all the people you meet out in the world. It's directly opposite from the 1st house, meaning it's the furthest place from where you were born, so it even represents foreign lands. It's 4th from the 4th, higher form of your comfort and happiness. It's 10th from the 10th, higher form of your career, your status, your reputation. So with this, we see that there will be a transformation of relationships, of marriage, of business during this time. And remember, Jupiter is a benefic. Jupiter is trying to protect these areas of life for you. For those that are in business, business will expand and grow during this time, and it could happen suddenly. For those of you that are single, you could suddenly get into a relationship while Jupiter is retrograde like this. There can be a hidden romance that takes place during this time, because Jupiter is the 5th lord of romance in the 8th house, retrograde to the 7th house. But one thing we do see, family could be dealing with more health issues than usual, but Jupiter is going to protect them in those areas. Jupiter is going to help them overcome those health issues. For those of you with children, children may be dealing with a lot more people than usual. Also, children are going to go through a big change during this time. Could be tied to especially the living situation. There could be a move or something like that that takes place. Because 8th house is the 4th house of home from the children. From the 5th house of children. Also, for those of you that are receiving education during this time, there could be a shakeup in your education in some way. Same thing if you're involved in any kind of research. The other thing that we see, 2nd lord of earnings is in the 8th house retrograde. So especially for those that make money through other people, usually this is someone involved in business, this is a very good time for that. Because now we see you are earning through other people's money. Okay. That's what I have for you though, Scorpio. Moving on to Sagittarius. Alright, Sagittarius. So, Jupiter is now retrograde into Gemini, your 7th house. But it's going to be exerting its energy in Taurus, your 6th house. Now, Jupiter is your 1st and 4th lord. So, 6th house is your maternal aunts and uncles. It's your pets. It's your coworkers. It's your enemies. It's debt. It's conflict. It's competition. So it's even a house of sports. It's health issues and accidents. It's unchangeable karma. It's also legal disputes. So, with Jupiter retrograding from the 7th house into the 6th house, first off, this is very good if you're in business, because 6th house is the losses of your customers. 7th house is also your customers. So, if your customers are losing money, that would be going to you. But for relationships, yeah, it can show that there are some issues in relationships right now that need to be worked out. Now, this may not be the way you want it to be. This could even be divorce. But Jupiter is trying to protect you. Maybe you're in a bad marriage. Maybe you don't even realize it. Maybe you'll look back on it years from now and realize, what the hell were you thinking being with that person? So we see that could take place even. But we also see there could be some issues with the home during this time. There could even be a legal dispute tied to a home. Jupiter's going to try to protect you through that, though. Mother could be dealing with some health issues. But if she is, she will overcome those. Same thing for you, because Jupiter is your first lord. Retrograding into the 6th house. So, you could be dealing with some health issues during this time even. But Jupiter's going to help. Now, on a more positive front, this would be a good time for anyone who wants to get a new pet. Because 6th house is also pets. So Jupiter is showing now could be a good time to get a pet if you were wanting one. Alright. That's what I have for you though, Sagittarius. Moving on to Capricorn. Alright, Capricorn. So Jupiter is retrograde in Gemini, your 6th house, exerting its energy into the 5th house in Taurus. Jupiter is your 12th and 3rd lord. So 5th house is romance, fun and games, children, students, subordinates. It's education. It's speculative gains through stock market, through gambling, through business. 5th house is politics. It's counseling. So with this, we see, first off, if you have children, they could be dealing with some health issues during this time. But if so, Jupiter is going to help them overcome those health issues. We also see that for those that are dealing with like competitive exams, Jupiter is going to help with that. Because now Jupiter is helping provide the wisdom in your education. Also, speculative gains through investments could be very good during this time. If you are already invested. This isn't the time to make new investments. Jupiter is retrograde in the nakshatra of Punarvasu, tied to repeated failures. So, definitely don't make new investments. But if you already have investments, there can be speculative gains through those. Now, with this, we also see you putting more effort into your education during this time. We see putting forth more effort into enjoying life, having fun, having romance. You could begin a new romance during this time. Could be with a coworker or someone who is foreign. Even a neighbor. Because 3rd lord is also getting involved as well. Okay. But that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius, for you, Jupiter is retrograde into the sign Gemini, your 5th house. But Jupiter is going to be exerting its energy in Taurus, your 4th house. And Jupiter is your 11th and 2nd lord. So with this, what do we see? Well, we see if mother's been dealing with any health issues, mother's health will improve. We also see if you have children, children will be spending more time in the home. We see mother could be making more money because 5th house is 2nd from the 4th house of mother. So mother could be making more money during this time. For those of you that have real estate, you could be earning more money through real estate during this time. Especially gains through anything tied to the 4th house. 4th house is cars. 4th house is home. Real estate. That could be good during this time. Also, your elder siblings, your paternal aunts and uncles, or your friends may even come to visit within the home to have fun, because Jupiter is retrograding from the 5th house. Jupiter is also the 2nd lord, so family could come to visit. There may be an opportunity to make money from home with the 2nd and 11th lord retrograding into the 4th house. Maybe you're doing a side gig. Maybe you're Ubering on the side. But these opportunities could be there. Also, for those of you that want to get a home, that want to move, now would be a good time. We also see there will be an expansion of comfort and happiness that takes place with this retrograde, because Jupiter expands wherever it sits, wherever it influences. Okay, that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Moving on to Pisces. All right, Pisces. So, Jupiter is retrograde in Gemini, your 4th house. And Jupiter is exerting its influence in Taurus, your 3rd house. Jupiter is your 10th and 1st lord. So, 3rd house. 3rd house is your younger siblings, your cousins, your neighbors. It's your skills. It's media, social media, the internet. It's a house of effort. It's 8th from the 8th. Higher form of sudden ups and downs and transformation. Higher form of your psychological baggage. It's putting forth effort to transform your life. Is the 3rd house. Sudden change through self-effort. 3rd house is also travel, especially short distance travel, but it can even be foreign because it's 12th from the 4th house. Furthest place away. So with this, we see you're not going to be spending as much time at home as you were. You're going to be getting out more. Traveling, doing things. Meeting people. Communication is going to be very important during this time. Especially tied to your career. Because Jupiter is your 10th lord. You're going to need to communicate more. And that's going to benefit your career. Because Jupiter's a benefic. Jupiter's trying to help. You're going to have to learn new skills. And Jupiter is helping you with that. Your relationship with your younger sibling will improve. Also, your mother may be spending more time with your younger siblings. Younger siblings will be making more money. Same thing with your cousins. Because 4th house is 2nd from the 3rd house. There will be a transformation of your living situation. Maybe you're moving. Maybe you're renovating the home. Maybe you're getting new furniture. But we also see that taking place as well. But you're going to have to put forth a lot more effort than usual to make things happen. And of course, if you've ever moved, you know it takes a lot of effort. Alright, that's what I have for you though, Pisces. Okay. Yeah, that's what I have for all of you though. It's, I know it's been a while, but it's good to be back. And if you like this video and want to see more great content like it, be sure to like and subscribe. There we go. Back at it. Yeah. And to be notified whenever I release a new video, be sure to hit the bell icon and select all. And if you'd like a Vedic Sidereal birth chart, a personal tarot reading, or an astrology consultation, links to those will be in the description box and the comments below. And if you'd like to donate to help support the channel, links to those will be in the description box as well. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.